Today gonna do a brake job. I'm still waiting for the delivery, but I'm already start cleaning it. And right before you remove the rotor brake pads, wash your caliper with brake cleaner. And if you don't have brake paint, brake caliper paint, which is better, just use any paint. Any paint is better than just rust. And paint it before you take it apart. And this side, as you can see, is really rusty. It's missing some clips over here. So let's do this. Okay, now that it's getting dry, I'm gonna remove the bolts. Okay. There's two little pins. Okay, this is a Mazda. I think this is a 5mm. What's that? 7mm Allen head. Once you got those screws removed, now you can pry this caliper out. Okay. Let's see. Come on, get out of it. Now it's out. There's junk. This car has been parked for a long time. So we're gonna replace rotors and pads, because now that they start using it after a few years being parked, the rotors, they sounds like they dragging a dishwasher, so it's very loud because they so dusty, dirty, dry. So instead cleaning it, it's cheap enough, buy a new set, throw everything in it, safer. Now with a 17mm socket, we're gonna lose the two bolts I hold in the bracket. Okay, see? Now they loose. This is the top one. Actually, this one is loose already. I didn't lose that one. That one's loose. Okay. Now let's move the caliper out of my way. Just flipping the other side. And we're gonna use. Now we got it loose. Now I can use my baby gun to get him out. Okay. One screw's out. Now we get the other screw out. And we. Now it's breaking there. What happened? These batteries, they just. Milwaukee has a very good tools, but batteries, they junk. Okay, we go old school. We use the air gun. We're gonna use air tools. Oops. Hard to work with one hand. Sorry. Okay. Now we put the air gun on it. Now we got the base out. We're gonna clean that. We got the rotor out. And that's it. Now we're gonna clean and put everything back together. I'm gonna clean the surface really good. Blow it out. This is done. I need a new one. Now we're ready to clean. I like to use this baby to clean. Make sure you clean the base, where the caliper is gonna sit, the inside and the outside, and the hub. I'm sure it's just a very loud because the compressor. it. Check your vacuum plate. If it's not loose, there's a little cleanness. It's not gonna hurt nothing. I'm just trying to remove whatever's loose in there, so I don't have to deal with something falling and it's rubbing the rotor, and then I just don't like to do things twice. That's it. Now I'm waiting for parts. Actually, I have to clean this thing on the bench. Some people like my bike. Actually, I thought somebody made it, but then I saw in Home Goods they sell over there. It's to put plates on it, but it looks good over there. Okay, let's clean the bracket. And with the same baby, we gotta make sure to clean right where the caliper has been sitting, right there. We don't want a groove. We don't want the caliper to get stuck, because then when you hit the brake, that thing is stuck right in the groove and it does clunk. So this one clunk because it jumps, and sometimes when it goes in, it doesn't go back, and now it's holding the brake pad against the rotor. So just clean it up. Make sure you put grease, but you can see in this one it's a little deep, but just grind it the best you can. Clean it, no, don't grind it. If it's too deep, replace the caliper. Now I gotta clean the channels. I need the big one. I just got a bigger one so I can get inside the hole. Make sure you use glasses because I have so much dirt in my eyes. Okay. Clean. It's very important. Clean that. Clean it. Whatever's loose, trying to clean it out. You don't want stuff falling in there between the rotor and the caliper. Then you gotta do the whole thing again. Alright, now. Okay, we already got our brake parts. We're gonna use actually today I didn't have a lot of choice. I don't really like to use rotors like that. I like to use them when they dip and paint it. You can see all the paint goes in the grooves everywhere. They don't get rust. But today I have no choice. That's the only ones around. And we gotta get this car done. I choose to use these Duralast brake pads. I do like them. They don't make noise and they don't get you rotors dirty. But I got no choice by using those rotors. I do not like to paint them. But the paint that they do, they dip them. It's not the same that if you do it or they do it. Spend the extra $10 and get the ones they dip it. Today, it was no choice for me. This is the only ones around. Installing the rotor, and we have these kind of acorn nuts. So to hold the rotor, it's not gonna work. So I use a bigger nut as a spacer. I need to hold this rotor tight till I finish working on my brake caliper. Your brake pads come in with grease. If they don't come with grease, put grease. Put any grease. Just put grease, but never put it dry. Don't just put them there. You need to be able to see if this thing stays smooth. If you have to fight to put it in, use a hammer or something to put it in, something's wrong. This one's smooth, but we're gonna grease this and this, both sides. Now to put the piston in is a lot of tricks. I like to use my pliers. I have special tools for other calipers, but these ones, you know, you don't have to fight. If you fighting, you might be kinking the hose. This is fine. So you release it and you just adjust the pliers again and push it in little by little. Don't try to get the piston one shot. See, it's going in smooth. You know, if it's going super hard, you might need another caliper. But this one, even though it's so rusty, it is going in smooth. See, it's in. Now these pins, you gotta grease them. You gotta grease those things. Don't be shy with the grease. You can always wash it off. Some places too much grease is not good, but these things, they do need grease. That's the first ones they're gonna get water. So, and the caliper needs to move. So these ones, they work. Every time you hit the brake, they're gonna move. If these things that get stuck, we got problems. Now you put the brake pad on the caliper, and that's it. You're ready to go. Now you're gonna put the caliper. Oops, hey. Okay, now I gotta use my other hand. Now you gotta put the caliper with the brake pad on it, and you gotta slide it in. Man, so hard to do with one hand. And now you gotta put these screws back in. Okay. Let's see if I can do it with one hand. I don't think I'm gonna be able to do it, but let's try it. Shake it, shake it. Wow, it worked. Okay, let's try the top one. Let's see if I can do it. Wow. Man. And because I don't trust batteries, then I check it by hand. Always check it. Okay. So I guess the battery is good. Now we'll check the bottom one. That one's loose. So I'm always double check. Okay, now it's tight. It's supposed to be some covers over here, but it doesn't have it. It'll be fine. Now we're gonna put these clips. Do not miss these clips. You have to put it on. You put it on one side. Okay. You put it in the other one. Where's the hole? That's the hole. And this one, the top. Then you fight a little bit and you put it in. Okay, push, push it, push it. Now it's in. Oh man, it's fun to do this with one hand. Okay, now make sure the rotor turns. And this one is ready to put the tire back on. Right before you move the car, pump your brakes. Pump the brakes few times till your pedal goes up. Do not move the car just like that, because you're gonna get a little scared. But you see, just a little paint on the caliper. It's not new, but I'm gonna send this video to the customer. I think they will like it. They will like to see what you done. And now I'm gonna do the other side. I'm not gonna record the other side, but I do gonna make a video replacing a broken stud. This stud is junk, so it's just pretty much doing the brake job. And then I'm gonna make the video doing the stud. But this is how you do the brake jobs in a 2009 Mazda 3, I think it is, or 5, something like that. Okay, so it's easy. You get a little dirty. I don't use gloves. My wife get mad at me. I got a few boxes right there, and I'm gonna do it someday, but not today. I'm busy. All right, good luck.